Okay, so this is the firestorm strategy and how you are going to be able to work this indicator. So, with that being said, when you first get started and you get in, you will, of course, message me. I'll send you the link to get access to everything. And then you're going to come up here to indicators and you're going to click on indicators and you're going to go to your favorites because once you get the link, you're going to favorite it and it's going to show up in your favorites here. Make sure everything is off your screen here except for your stochastic or your RSI, or unless you decide to keep both. Just know that if you have the free plan, you can only have three indicators on your screen. So that would be a stochastic RSI and then this. So just make sure everything else is off your screen if it does not show up. So you're going to come up here, you're going to click indicators, you're going to add it to your screen. When you add it to your screen, you will be able to edit it however you want. You can change the frequency of your signals if you want to. You can turn this off and just have the top levels of support and resistance, or you can have it as like one big Bollinger Band, and then you can change the colors, you can change the styles, you can do whatever you want to do by changing the colors and things like that. So, with that being said, with this strategy, what you're going to do is you're not going to take every single signal by heart. And the reason why I say that is you see right in the center here, there is an EMA. And this EMA goes and changes colors with the trend. I can tell you when you take a signal that goes with a trend, you're more likely to have a successful signal than you do if you go with one that goes against the trend. As you can see, for example, right here, the trend is green. It is going up for a buy. All the calls went up to be in the money. But the two put options up here, which would be your sell options, were not in the money. I mean, it could have for this one if you got in right when you saw it come up and you got in up here for a minute and it closed down there. That could have definitely been a win. But I like to look at two or three candles as a win. And these two were against, and I wouldn't have taken these because the trend is still green. Now, once I see a red candle and the trend start changing to red, and then I will get in. Now, even though that put option was back here, I would have waited a couple candles to see when that put option would actually come into effect. It did, which means it was successful if you waited patiently for just a couple minutes. These are 1 minute candles. Now, with this one, this was a successful call signal because you would have gotten in here when it was called, and you would have taken it up for 3, 4 minutes or taken it up for multiple candles. And this one was a successful call signal as well. And you could take these signals for 1 to 3 minutes. You can take them per candle. So let's say you saw this one for a call, you took it for a minute, then you waited for this one, and then you took this one for another call, and then took this one as you saw it growing fast. You got in on this. And you could make this multiple trades and get it all done, like your trading session done in just 1 or 2 signals if you wanted to. So as you can see here, the trend colors started to change. You got that confirmation candle. It showed that the buyers were weakening and the sellers were gaining strength. So it came back down here. Same thing happened and went back up for a call. And you see it hits the bottom, the top and the bottom of the channel. Not only that, but this is another big deal. Your stochastic, you want your stochastic and your RSI to be going along with it because not only will this put signal be a confirmation, but so will this stochastic and so will this RSI or CCI. This is actually a CCI. This one's a stochastic RSI. And then for this right here, it shows you specifically that it's going to go up for a call. And you would take that up once you see that signal confirmation. You saw that that candle engulfed the previous candle, and it is heading up. The EMA color changed and everything. So this has a couple different basically points or steps that you have to go through in order to make your verification of the single signal. So with that being said, that's basically how you use this. I only use this late at night and early in the mornings. I don't trade midway through the day on the New York session. I just personally don't, because it gets kind of like this and like this, where it's just not really much of anything. I like to wait till early mornings. So the times I like to trade are, as you can see the momentum coming back up and down, hitting the top and bottom. I trade from right here, because I remember seeing this morning, early this morning, and I took this in the copy trading group, and I took this one in the copy trading group, and then I trade all the way until around the 1700 mark. That's when I stop, because as you can see, the momentum's still going, but it's slowing down and getting smaller and more rough, because you're hitting that 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock zone here. And then you start getting into 5, 6, 7, where the day is restarting and changing time zones. So that's why I like to trade early mornings. I like to get up Eastern time around 5 a.m. and you could do 4:30, 5 a.m. and trade until 11 a.m. Eastern time. And that's basically my trading session. I don't sit there the entire time. I'm on and off throughout the morning, and I take my trades whenever I get my signals. And if you are in my copy trading system, which if you're seeing this video, you most likely are, you will be able to get signals, and they would kind of line up with all of these. So these would also be extra confirmations for you for your signals, with your signals, and overbought and oversold conditions would be an extra confirmation letting you know you should take the trade for either a minute to 3 minutes, whatever you feel comfortable with. If you want to test out the timing of what you want to work with, I strongly suggest just hopping into a demo account or maybe trading with a $1 trades and testing it that way. But make sure the EMA goes along with it. Make sure it's at the top or the bottom of the channel. Make sure it's overbought and oversold. And that's it for this. And it's super simple and super effective. And it's honestly a really mind blowing strategy and indicator. And it has saved me a ton of time and has really gave me that extra confirmation of where everything is going. And now you don't have to take the trades for 1 to 3 minutes. You could take them for longer than that if you want to. You can also switch to a 5-minute chart. You could take this all the way up to a 1-hour chart if you wanted to. So right here, you can see that it was starting to bounce up and down from the top and bottom of the channel. So it was going up, and this would be 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, other 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, 5, 10, well, 5, 10, 15. So that these would have been successful trades if you took them for 10, 15-minute trades. And as you can see, they still got even better in a row. You would have made a ton of really good trades and just been done your session for the morning. So you can use the 5-minute chart, you can use the 1-minute chart. Just remember to do at least 1 to 3 candles. That works best for me, in my opinion. And let's look at another chart here. Here's early this morning. Or no, this is late this afternoon. And as you can see now, we're getting into like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. Or no, this is actually late at night. This is like 8 o'clock Eastern because time just changed. And it's going back to normal. It's calling out really good signals. So just remember, when the market looks like this, I honestly would not trust trading. And that's just like a common sense thing. Like when you see a market like this, you know it's not a spot you need to be wasting money. There's nothing showing overbought or oversold. There's nothing going really in your favor. And you really want to wait for a time where, as you can see, it levels out, goes overbought, oversold, overbought, oversold, over and over again, hitting the top and the bottom of that channel, giving those perfect signals for 1 to 3 minute calls and put options. So that is my advice to you with this strategy. It is my favorite strategy, and I literally obsessed with it. And I have, even though you do get some signals that are off, if you follow the point system, you have a 85% to 95%, sometimes 100% win rate. I've been having 100% win rate with it lately because I only trade my ideal trades during my session, and I only pick the perfect setup. I don't settle for anything less than what exactly I'm looking for. So that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one.